Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County, 12/14/23. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this bullshit of people that just won't do their research. None. They won't even look at it. They won't even bother looking at it. Okay? Let's just take something simple. Something simple. Okay? Let's take a look at this. I want to get into flat earth, of course. But just something simple about Biden. That every single thing that he has done, well, he hasn't done anything, it's his handlers, but every single thing that the administration has done, his administration, has failed. Every one. And if they sense it's going to fail, they'll force it upon you. See, now that's the big thing with this administration. Okay, let's go way back. We're going back to COVID days. Yeah, it was about 4 years ago now, almost 3.5, I would say, somewhere around there. Go back to 2020. How many people lost their job because they were forced to take something they didn't want to take? You were forced to do it. They gave us little treats. Remember that? Remember the little treats? A shot and a beer. Take a whatever. Take a shot. Donuts. We were given. I think the mayor was actually handed out $100, if I remember correctly. See, people forget about this, But then the hammer came down, and they say you either do it, or we take away your job. We're now going green. You either do it, or you're not going to be driving anymore. That's where they're headed with this one. It's not going to work. It's all bullshit. It's all political nonsense. But if you either do it, if this administration continues going on the way it is, that's really what would happen. And little does people know electric cars here in New York, Canada, let's call it, all the way up there, they don't really like cold weather. They do well in California. Oh, sure, down in Florida, all day long, that thing will just turn right over. But unfortunately, when it gets really chilly, batteries tend to fault a little bit. So it becomes a problem. Plus, the fact that you don't have an engine, the snow doesn't melt off your hood anymore. You better be cleaning that car off. It's a disaster. It's a disaster waiting to happen. And the batteries are great. You got to love the batteries, right? I just heard if you get into a small collision, 5-10 miles per hour, the insurance company totals out your Tesla or whatever electric car you're driving because they don't have the technology to figure out what kind of damage is done to the battery. So the insurance company hikes your rates through the roof. I can imagine another extra bonus of why you should go electric. What a bad idea. Nothing set up for it. Forget it. I don't even know how I fucking get into this. Elon, you suck. Okay. It's all right. It's fine. Well, he doesn't have anything to do with the company anymore anyway. And he never did. He bought the company. He didn't make Tesla. You do realize that. He hasn't done anything. He buys things. That's what he does. He didn't invent Twitter. He bought it. He didn't make Tesla. He bought it. He didn't do PayPal. That's where he made all of his money. He bought it. Oh, man. People are just so ridiculous. You see, they forget. That's the problem. They forget. So back to researching. You see, they give us curves, they give us poles, they give us all this nonsense, and little do they know it's so easy because the local sun covers everything. Every morning when you wake up, you get that nice, perfectly red, colorful, with all sorts of colors, and it looks the same every day. It could be Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't matter. The local sun doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to the local sun. It's going to be like that every single day. And at night, when the sun goes away, it's going to look like that everywhere the same exact way. every day. Local Sun is amazing because that explains all of the. You know, if there was such thing as a spinning wet ball, I don't even think it would have weather. Actually, to be honest with you, it would just be too precise. You know, there's no way. It would always it would always go off a degree or something like that. What's your proof? What's your evidence about that? What's your evidence that you live on a ball? None. Pictures. Bullshit. Nonsense. See, we're here to make people, not make them, get them to turn a light on and do some research. That's what I like to do. Oh, I know. You're saying to yourself, you went to some Christmas parties, didn't you? Yes, I did. And I almost didn't keep my mouth shut. Thank God one guy was pulled away from me. Because I was almost there. I was getting into NASA. I was getting into the bullshit with him. And so somebody else tapped him on the shoulder. He's like, hey, what's up? I was like, oh, thank God. That conversation's over with. And I ended it. You know, but that's a nice icebreaker. You know, NASA. Why haven't we been to the moon since 1972? Why? 1972 technology must have been amazing because we can't seem to duplicate that in 2023. My God, isn't that amazing? That technology. Lost technology. Talk about lost technology. Atlantis. Come on, what do we want? 1972, we lost all the technology. We don't know how to do it. We can't. It's too difficult. Top scientists have said this. And they're still, the most ridiculous thing is that they're still claiming we're in Earth's orbit. What? And they don't even talk about the radiation belt, right? You know, the Van Allen belt up there, you know, is it poisonous? You know, nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. You're not going anywhere. You never will go anywhere. Nothing will launch off of this flat level land and go anywhere at all except the Hollywood basement in a studio. Has anybody bothered taking a look at the Apollo 11 at all? The shadows? Has anybody bothered taking a look at that at all? No, I guess you're busy, right? Yeah, you're too busy. Too busy. Yeah. Well, they're different shadows. They're pointing in different directions. Okay. The sun is only one source of light. One source of light only has one shadow. How do you explain multiple shadows? That doesn't make any sense. Is it the atmosphere? No, there is no atmosphere on the moon. Although, wait a minute. I think Science Times or whatever said that the atmosphere is now extended from Earth to the moon. Just more reinforcement. That's all that is. It's all bullshit. You're not going anywhere. There's no space at all whatsoever. Those are amazing light shows. And did anybody bother taking a look at my video of I think it was Spica. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll verify it some way or another when I have some more time. Maybe this weekend if we get a clear fucking weekend. We haven't. I haven't been able to go outside and enjoy my amazing light show or everyone's amazing light show up there because it's been cloudy every fucking weekend. Pisses me off. Oh yeah, sure, maybe you'll get a peek at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's what I took that. It was around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I believe. But anyway, that's what a fake star looks like in real time, okay? That doesn't look like anything that NASA produces at all. Does it? No, it doesn't. It's amazing, though, how it looks. You know, it really is. How it truly looks when you look at it. Anyway, yeah, I'll do some more videos later. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.